Good morning, YouTubers. Steve Velocity here. Well, it's been 3 months since I started the backyard do-it-yourself projects, and it's been, well, actually we're in the third month, and so for the last month and a half, 2 months, I've been anticipating this particular day, because working out of this little garage and in the shape that it was in, we had to store so much stuff in here at different phases of the project that it was just getting to be a real pain and driving me nuts, because I started getting to the point where I couldn't find tools, that kind of thing. And tasks that shouldn't take that long were taking longer. So I'm here today, and I've already kind of prepped things a little bit. And so I just wanted to give you just a real quick intro. Hopefully I won't make it too long, more than 5 to 7 minutes, and show you around and show you what I need to do, what I do need to accomplish. So here we go. All right. So this has always been my automotive section. This is going to get ripped out, and I use some coffee tables. This is the kind of construction that I used to do a lot because I was really into computers. So everything I did was just really quick and dirty. Let's just, slap it together, make it functional, don't care what it looks like, because my passion and my love was computers. So what I have on this side of the shop is my computer lab. As you can see, I just took an old desk, like a sort of an art drafting table, and stuck it on top of this desk, and I sort of made some rudimentary area for my stuff. So this was the old me. And then of course I won this bench. They were giving these away, and they sort of had everybody put their names in a raffle, and I was chosen. So I actually have a nice workbench for my computers. And then of course this bench was built back in 2001 with 3/4 inch plywood and 2x4s, 2x6s, and it was a storage area in the bottom, and it was a place where I could actually work on all sorts of stuff. Like I would replace mower blades. I would put my whole deck up there and do the bearings, for my lawnmower. And very, very rugged, very, very tough. I mean, this thing will still be here 30, 40 years from now if it doesn't get moved out. I mean, it's just solid. And then this was something that I had taken, I had a tailgate thing to hook up 3/4 inch plywood to the back of my tailgate and run my riding mower up into it. And as you can see, I just took that apart and I used whatever supplies were on hand to build the shelves. Took an old bookcase up there and made some more shelves. So woodworking wasn't my passion, so this is the kind of stuff that I did. I just threw it together so I could get back to what I really love doing. Well, they have an old saying is like, if you're into construction and carpentry and you like it as a hobby, don't do it as a job. Well, it's the same with computers. And for the last year and a half, I've been doing quality work around servers. I've been doing work around computers since 2007, and gaming consoles and everything. So I'm fixing to move into another phase of my career, and I'm going to be working on the large servers. So that means that I'm really not going to be into doing that when I come home. So this is a perfect time for me to transition to woodworking, which is what I started to really enjoy and realize that I was developing a passion for when I built the wood pallet, and then now my wife's chicken coop. This is also going to come out because this is something I just slapped together with stuff on hand. Really ugly shelving. I mean, my garage is ugly, and it needs a makeover, and that's what I'm going to accomplish. So I got about 3 minutes left, so I can keep this video short. You'll see here, a couple months ago when I was doing the pallet shed build, I had indicated I was going to make workbenches out of these. They're approximately 26 inches wide and 4 feet or so long. And I envision having 2 here, but they look kind of big, they stick out kind of wide. So I think I'm just going to take one of these and make a bench out of it. I'm a little concerned about the way these things are built, how square they're going to be. So they won't be like a workbench for, you know, woodworking as much as they'll be a place to put things. Like if I'm doing small layouts or I'm doing some glue ups, that kind of thing, I'll just go ahead and use this. Or I can use them for tables to put like a miter saw, chop saw. I can put a drill press on them if they're high enough. I mean, there's a lot I can do with it. And then this plywood is going to be the tops. That big old white ugly table that was in good shape before we started our home improvement stuff and backyard stuff, I'm going to have to take it apart and sand it basically, and I'm going to cut it down, and in the middle here I'm going to put a 36 inches by I think 48 or maybe 60 in the center. So I'm going to have a center aisle. I should have 18 to 24 inches of clearance on both sides. And then back here behind this plywood, I'm going to take the shelf out, and I'm going to put a 2 foot by probably a 4 or 5 foot bench that's going to come out to about this far. And like I said, it's all this is going to be for beginning woodworking. It's not going to be as nice as some of the ones out there where people put the dogs in and that kind of thing. At the skill level that I'm at right now, I think I'll just make small things. And then this right here, I'm just going to keep this up. It's where I had all my lawn tools stored. I'm going to go ahead and take all these nails out and make some kind of either shelving or something. I'm ripping this out, and I'm just going to redo this whole thing, and it's going to be using wood. Let's see, I've got 1 minute left. Now, one thing I did get, I got this in a thrift store for $10, and it's got some cosmetic damage, as you can see right here, and maybe a little bit of rust there in the bottom. But if you look at it, it's a perfect thing for storage. So I'm not really organized right now. You know, I basically I need a do-over, you know, or that kind of thing. So I'm going to run out of time on the video, but I do appreciate you guys looking, and subscribe if you're interested. Like the videos as they go along. If you see something that you think I can do better, just tell me. Give me some suggestions. So anyway, thanks so much, and Steve Velocity out.